there, my lovely air signs. Thank you for joining me for another reading. If you are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this is going to be your reading for this week. Now, please understand, not all messages are going to resonate. That is okay. If you need more detail for a private reading, give me a shout at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. And if you like this message, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to do readings for all of you. So, heads up, air signs. There is a full moon at the end of the week. What this means is you might be feeling a little bit more emotional than normal. So please, let's remember to keep a cool head and not jump to conclusions or not, fly off the handle. Sometimes with a full moon, it pokes a lot of stuff that's going on within you. So allow this stuff to be coming out. Full moons are about releasing any sort of things that aren't serving you. So if stuff's coming up, you let it go, but you don't have to go emotionally reeling on it, okay? Just a little bit of advice for this week. So let's take a look and see the overall energies for our air signs, please. What is going on and what is on your plate? Air signs, what is on their plate? Oh, wow, this card came out for someone else as well. Wow, who was it? I think it was the water signs. So look at this, air signs, cultivating prosperity. So what this means is that you have already started off on a new project. You've already started the foundational work and might be well underway with this new project that you started, or possibly a new relationship. This also tells me that you haven't really seen the fruits of your labor, but you have really good idea about what you want to achieve and receive with this new project that you've started. Beautiful. This is really cool. All right, so what is actually going on? Let's look at the details for our air signs. Wow, a whole bunch of cards just jumped out. I'm not gonna take those though. If they're for you, they'll come out again. I got no worries about that. Okay, air signs. What's the situation for our air signs here? I'm seeing pictures of some of you celebrating, and I feel like you're like, I like this, okay? All right, all right. And let's just say the message on this card here, cultivating prosperity, is abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. That sounds lovely. Ooh, yes. Main situation, the Judgment card. Okay, so what this really talks about for me right now is, even though you've planted some seeds and you're moving forward in a new direction, you're on the path already, are you starting to judge yourself? Are you starting to second guess yourself? Are you starting to look at this and maybe not make the moves that you want to make because you're worried about what other people are gonna think? Or are you not sure about a new path that you're starting on yourself, and therefore you're a little unsure about your footing, okay? This is telling me that you feel the call, that you want to move forward, that you have this really strong feeling that, yes, this is right for me. But it does feel a little bit touch and go for me, earth signs, in terms of your feelings of confidence and security, okay? All right, what's getting in the way, air signs? Yes, Knight of Pentacles. So even though you are trying to cultivate prosperity, this is telling me that possibly you're not seeing the outcome as you expected, okay? This means for me as well that possibly you need to do a little bit more foundational work to see, am I missing some pieces? Are there other pieces that are not as well taken care of? Have you looked at, let's just say if you have 5 items on your plate, have you done 4 of them really well, but 5 of them of the 5th you haven't put so much attention to? And maybe that's the key for things not moving forward as expected, all right? I get it. And again, with this Judgment card, don't blame yourself, all right? It's really important that we stay out of the blame and the shame energy, especially with this full moon coming up, because then it's going to make you doubt yourself even more and, really give yourself a hard time. That's not going to get you any sort of success, air signs, okay? So calm, collected, all right? What's our strength and our stability here? The Fool. This card has come out, I think, for every sign. This is telling me you took some leaps of faith in a different direction, somewhere where you feel comfortable, but you didn't exactly know how it was going to work out. And this is exactly what's happening here. You've taken this step. Things maybe aren't moving in the way that you thought it was going to go, but you're kind of maybe giving yourself a hard time about it. Can't do that, air signs, because you're going to stop yourself in your own success, all right? If you took this big, beautiful leap of faith, understand that because you don't know all of the steps and exactly where you're going to land, you're not necessarily going to see immediate success. Maybe stuff starts to trickle in as opposed to pouring in like a waterfall. That's okay. Sometimes it's better to start slow and build a strong foundation than to get, immediate success, because sometimes immediate success turns right into, it goes down as quickly as it came up. And I know for you guys, especially, you want stability moving forward. The past, how is this impacting us here? Yes, 8 of Wands in reverse. So this is telling me you definitely weren't feeling the momentum even in the past. Possibly you were waiting to hear from either other people to join you or help you, or you were waiting for other elements to come in and you didn't get it. Or this also sometimes talks about moving and moving jobs, moving situations, that kind of stuff. But for this particularly, for me, air signs, it really does make me feel that you were deflated in the past, that some of the efforts you were putting in didn't get you what you wanted. And I think maybe you're a little bit bashful now moving forward, thinking of, you know, if this stuff didn't work out in the past, is it me? I don't think it's you. Now, there are some pieces that I think that might be, like I said before, you know, if you have 5 things and you've paid attention to 4, but not the 5th one, I do think you should maybe retrace your steps and see, is there one piece that I haven't given my full attention to yet? Okay? Yes. Now, air signs, I've got the 2 of Cups in terms of your focus. Are you dealing with a business partnership? Are you dealing with another individual who possibly isn't pulling their weight? Or are you guys not on the same page in terms of what the priorities are, in terms of what the projections should be, and what the overall goals are? Come back to either your business partner or go back to your business plan. And for some of you where this is about relationships, this is about being mindful about what the other person's expectations are and making sure everybody is happy and healthy. And what I mean by that really is that everybody knows what they want. So everyone who's at the table, everyone who's working with you, making sure everyone's happy, making sure that everybody is happy with what they're building and that they're all doing their jobs, okay? So, near future, I've got the Death card in reverse, so don't let this scare you. I know everyone gets scared by the Death card at times, okay? So what this tells me is you were moving in a certain direction and it really wasn't getting you what you wanted. And so before things totally, you know, before you give up, before you feel like, oh, this isn't working and I just want to go the different direction, it's kind of like saying, wait a minute. Before I turn the page on this project, are there some things that I've overlooked? Are there some things that I need to revisit, okay? So don't just throw your hands up in the air out of frustration and say, I don't want to do this anymore. This is showing me that there's still some hope here for a new day. So take a look again. I want to get another detail on this for you guys. More specifics, please. More specifics on this Death card in reverse. Again, 2 of Cups. It's coming back to a partnership. It's coming back to either what you've agreed on with another person, or possibly you guys are not on the same page. Sometimes when we move forward, whether it's a contract, whether it's an agreement, especially when things are spoken as opposed to written, sometimes people have a different interpretation about what we are agreeing to or what this means for everyone. So this is definitely telling me not to give up on this partnership or not to give up on the new thing that you've started, but there's something that needs to be either corrected or highlighted to make sure that everything is moving in the right direction together, okay? Don't give up, air signs. What's the ultimate end result here for our air signs if they keep going and retrace their steps? Look at that. 4 of Cups. So this is kind of how you're feeling right now. Just like, I don't know what to do about this. What do I do? Is it gonna get better? Am I gonna be happy? Maybe I should just calm my mind. But look at what happens. 6 of Wands. So this is about you coming up victorious after a battle. This is success, all right? Now, right now, because you're not feeling like everything's going your way, you might be hush-hush about what's going on for you and not wanting to wave any flags, and I get it. But this is telling me that the stuff that's coming out for you, like we talked about, revisiting some stuff and making sure that you're doing everything right that you wanted to do, this tells me you're gonna see success. And then look at this, even growth. The Empress has showed up. And look at this, cultivating prosperity. And then if at the end of the result, we've got the 6 of Wands and the Empress, this is about serious growth and renewal and rejuvenation. This is coming into your own power, being your own person and being able to call the shots and get what you want to get. See everything on her robe here? I think it's watermelons and fruit. That's about growth, okay? And it's about achieving and receiving the fruits of your labor. This is making a lot of sense for me, my friends. Air signs, I hope this gives you some faith. I hope this gives you some foundational strength to keep going, even though you don't really see the forest through the trees. It is going to come clear. Go back to your plan. Go back and revisit your steps to make sure everything is going as you expected and as you wanted, and it is going to work out for you. Beautiful. Air signs, if you like this reading, please don't forget to give me a like, share, and a subscribe. And if you need to go into more detail for your personal situation, give me a shout at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. See you next time, friends.